We are seeing Rise kind of set up for the A split here. They're being able to get control over towards switch position. Already had the entry on the Shazam as well. They're attacking the pyramids and they're getting some deep penetration into the site. But now we're seeing Dapper and Tense actually fighting back very effectively.
Looking pretty solid. Even trades coming through. Poise trying to keep some space to work with. The Tens has established threat over the middle of the map. Spike is still down just outside of A, and ooh, Poise nearly gets an angle, but can't quite convert the shots. And of course, Tens will punish. That'll be no problem whatsoever, but Neptune looking to at least still get this spike planted, and it does seem like that will be what he's able to go. 1v3 now, but no chance to get that off the ground, so Sentinel takes first defense.
Start making some progress on that A site. Spike will go down. And basically the defense is being funneled through defending spawn. Shanks does get caught in mid, however, so it equals the numbers back up, and now Sentinels have something to launch off of.
And they're already here to contest Neptune. Guiding Light will go through, able to find the flash, but Ten stays alive. Able to get the Cloud Burst in to gain separation while he found it at top with the Marshall. But Neptune able to take one with him. Derek's still a part of the play as well, just a little bit deeper. Good help coming through, but Zombs trades things back. 2v1 favoring the Sentinels defense, but Derek fully healthy. Not going to be able to find Zombs in time, so it's 3 for the Viper player of Sentinels.
Same things go on their opening gun round against the Sentinels bonus. Like, they were able to get some space, able to make some things happen, but now they're starting to get picked apart. Forward progression again denied early on here. Ten's looking for a second, misses, able to dash away though and evade.
Dapper though, from the Cloud Burst, able to find 2, tries to spam down for a third. Not able to quite lock it down, but Shazam is there for the help, and Tens will make sure the front side of Cave stays safe. And yeah, this is going to be likely another Flawless coming through unless Derek can do something, but even doing something may not be enough. He's going to have to do a lot here. And he's got every single Sentinel Viper looking at him. And yeah, another Flawless comes through, and no utility needed for that bit of intel though.
On target.
Yeah, able to step out and grab Neptune as well. Spot Superman, he's done for as well. And Shazam getting all the intel he needs as well as bringing members down. Spots to Spike. Does eventually go out, but Dapper and Ten's able to trade right back, no problem. And it's going to be 6-0 for Sentinels. Hey, interested, but he's not done enough to cause the full rotation. Sick is still playing inside B-side. He's still got a teammate in B-tunnels. He's found the opening pick.
And that's not great because Zombs is watching the cross angle. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. You have to appreciate the energy, but the efficiency of it, not quite there. 15 seconds on the clock. Spike has been alleviated over towards the B zone itself. And of course, all Sentinels are going to rotate over. This is going to be another lost round. It is one of those that it feels like, okay, like Rise, you started to put together the right play. But at the same point, like you didn't fully execute with any sort of commitment over toward where do you go? I mean, this is a slice of Swiss cheese with no holes in it at the moment. But Rise able to find one, but that may be about it. Even trades coming through, even Tens with the Sheriff. My goodness. Defending lockdown also in play, and that's going to be trouble here for Rise. Even though they do destroy it, but there's nowhere to go. Shanks tries to dash away, but Tens was waiting for it. And now it's just down to Derek up top. Tens going to hit that shot, but that's fine. Sick is there for the assistance, and it's a 9-0 early. There are some big gaps for not just Rise, but a number of teams when it comes to Breeze being added to the map pool and maybe not being necessarily as well versed on it as he need to be. First couple of kills coming through for Sentinels. 5v3 situation, and honestly speaking, Rise is a bit trapped here in the middle of the map with Seekers chasing him down.
At least have been able to get Shazam back here, so able to get a little bit of mid control established. They have the push here through A halls as well by Derek, and he might even be able to get a little bit of a flank off here on the Tens. Actually spots Dapper and Tintin gets them both, and that is what they finally needed to break something open. It's a nice aggressive flank maneuver.
Rise very well should have this round, no problem. But Zombs, of course, going to give it a go. Why not? More than enough economy to play with. So he'll toggle, just maybe see if there's any information. He will catch the spike here. Nice overhead view of where exactly the snake bite's coming out, and there will not be enough time to defuse here. And Super beyond that will also not even give the consideration sort of an exit here for Shanks.
Yeah, lockdown going in here for Dapper, though, to try to kind of entrench on this site. Shanks still able to get the pick onto Tens. They're starting to make some forward progress here, trying to see if they can get all the way and stop this lockdown, but Dapper going to disallow that, and now they're in some real trouble.
Just going to commit for the plant, though. Nobody will be detained by this. Neptune going to be shrugged back, and oh my goodness, the damage is severe. Shazam still a part of this hit, just not really giving rid of the sight. We'll find one and a second. Sick also a part of it, and my goodness, I wouldn't even call it a retake. It's just a recontest of what was a post plant, because both your Sage and your Viper on the other side, and here comes the information, and with that also the hit. Still not rotating though is Rise. Sentinel's already taking away a lot of space, but the Cyber Trap will be there for Derek. Able to find one. That'll be a good start for the defense.
Yeah, they're able to start kind of backing up and just kind of playing these longer range battles now with the pistols, as Sentinels though able to close in on Pyramid, get the spike down, get a frag back to themselves, get it back into a 4-on-4 situation. Now they can just kind of use this wall as sanctuary and kind of force Rise to press forward.
They will put down a wall. the immediate response though, but Rise still come away with a 3-for-1. So it is just down to Shazam, 1v3 situation, playing a bit more of a passive angle. Does he have a look at where the spike is planted is the real question. No, he does not, because there is a wall down in front of him. Oh, but Shazam able to find one, able to find two, but not able to get over the top of the wall for the third. So Boys sticking for the defuse will allow Rise the pistol win. It comes his way almost immediately. Ten's already through, trying to work his way onto site. The toxic screen providing a bit of a deterrence, but is it large enough is the question. Boys for one. Again, the double focus that he has to pull. You see him just looking left, looking right. Sentinels are all over this site. They've completely isolated, looking for Shanks to peek. Yeah, Sit gets that challenge. No problem. One more, and Sit for 3. That'll lead to a plant, and Derek will have to find a way to navigate a 1v4.
Yeah, this is just looking like really the final nails are being hammered into the coffin for Rise, at least for this map. As the spike will go down, a 4-1 post plant favoring Sentinels to get to map point, and they'll have 9 chances to win in regulation from that point forward. And you can already just see the stark contrast in map fluency and just comfortability. You know what, Sentinels being able to take top mid control.
Has a Marshall, but quickly on the flank. Shanks is trying to make a play from behind. The Seekers, I believe, will scout that out, no problem. Neptune trying to assist from the side door, and Shanks has actually found 2 kills. Not bad. Keeps the play defensively, maybe alive for a touch longer than you'd like if you're Sentinels, but it all falls down to Neptune, and he will very quickly fall. 13-3, the first map.
Has seen some KO out there elsewhere in the region, so not too big of a shocker. So you're going to see Rise looking to step to the plate here. Look for this B attack early in the pistol. They've already found a pick on the Sick. That's going to put a lot of stress now on Dapper.
The knife did come out, and you thought for a moment it was going to stall Rise out a little bit further because there's just no way to initiate on in, but able to find the crossing picks, and then Shanks finds one beyond it. Neptune taking away some space through the mid, able to get a regrowth off. That's going to get Shanks nice and healthy for a moment, while Poised able to get the spike planted. So the retake will be now 3v5, and with Ten's only on 12 HP, you don't feel great about Sentinel's chances to get in.
No, not at all. This is a very nice barrage from Rise early on at B, getting some nice clean opening picks. No real retaliation from Sentinels. And it's going to be a very tough retake. I feel like he's being solo on health.
Eric also playing through B main, able to find one. Zom's going to turn to see if he can maybe isolate. Tens is still not really a part of the picture as of yet. This is great from Derek. Just keep backing away. Bait Zoms into a very vulnerable position. That's what can you find? Ooh, not much. A lot of damage, but cannot confirm the kill. So
R-Star going down on B, so they're going to attack B. There's a heavy defense in place for this, man.
Yeah, there sure is. And oh boy, here comes the full-on flood. No one's going to get through the nanostorms, realistically speaking. Dapper even tallying a kill with his utility, as 2 more fell from behind as Ten's crossed on in, and well, all of the hopes of Rise just flooding into the site were just immediately quelled by the fact that you had so much Killjoy utility here.
Not to mention basically 4 defenders in place by the time the take was underway. Just,
some of those losses is their offensive half. They've shown good variability and flexibility, but they need to find a way to put Sentinel on the back foot. And well, Sig was able to get away. The 0-point knife did come through to make sure that there was no immediate follow-up. So him finding first blood. Zom's there to help Dapper as well. Oh man, it's just anytime that Rise starts to gain ground, Sentinels are so quick to rotate, they take it away almost instantaneously.
Ours are now coming down to on market and back halls, but they don't know about Tens in the back.
Sam also misses the blade. Pardon me, the shock dart's coming through, trying to stay alive as Ten's working for spaces. He did find one of the operators. Quickly rotating over is going to be Sick, but even Shazam will fall. So now it is onto the shoulders of Sick. He's been revealed. Neptune wants the fight. Has help from Derek, but Sick changes the angle and lines them both up. Unreal. Supa not able to find anything versus Soms, and get this weapon from Sick. Maybe there is a chance to still hold the post plant situation, but it is if you can find the kill on the Sick, and there it is. Neptune also in the same breath able to find one at a Dapper. So the numbers are 3v3, and it's actually Sentinels that has to respond forward as the Hunter's Fury comes to delay the retake.
Yeah, it's a big kill from Neptune as well, up street position. So the favorable situation for Sentinels is now being whittled away by Rise, who are playing very intelligently in this small number situation. They're able to now entrench with the 3-on-1. It's only Tens. He's able to pick up a Phantom here. He's got some health to play with, but he doesn't have the time and not even able to find the exit. Placed now in the late round as well. So that's going to help him get some space on site, and then it's going to come down to Shanks.
Headshot.
Oh, Shanks does find one on the cross, looking for a second. That'd be big. Wants to chase down Sick, who will run away over towards the safety of where the Killjoy was positioned with all their utility. Dapper's going to be tested, and Boys will find the next elimination. But Zoms firing back. 6 seconds on the clock. Spike will be planted, no problem. But it's a 4v3. And with this Cosmic Divide down, it's really on the Sentinels to make the next move. And all 3 members stacked up towards heaven. 0-point will come out. You also have the ability potentially try to fight this back from Rise, as you did see a counter recon bolt be placed. But now it's up to Sentinels. Have to get on, have to test it. Superman in the corner. Flash will come through. Superman now able to find one isolated. Also gets to read that everybody is up top here. And oh boy, it doesn't look like Sentinels are really going to have a chance at this. Already backing away from the fight is sick.
Be a rotation from Dapper, though, so there could be a decent defense in place here by the time they get in the site.
And with Neptune down, Shanks has to pull out the blades. He's the only initiative power that is actually here for Rise, and Zom's able to find one. Not bad to trade. Shazam playing from the corner, able to take down the final two. Just down now to Derek 1v3. Not a lot of time to make this play happen, and a lot of ground that needs to be traversed. And yeah, it does seem like Sentinels had a pretty good idea on where Derek previously was and where he probably was coming back from to get into the site. Dapper just needs to find the one kill, and the round is going to be over. And there it is, this running forward. Poise has to sprint for it. Dapper with the kill. There's not enough time to plant. You've got to win this off the kills themselves, but a flash comes out. Dapper finds the second. And coming through late. How much information will this see? Sir seems like a bunch. Gravity well will be spent. Shanks, though, able to push forward. Derek able to find first blood. Also sick, detained. Another player is also there detained as well. So Rise will have full vacancy to get onto A and hopefully get a plant down sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I mean, they get a really strong 5-on-4 first plant now thanks to the lockdown, as well as two players being detained along the way. Also, just a big pick on bombs early on, and yeah, they're just locking this one up, it seems.
One enemy
Very positive for them. Sick can't do too much. Last player left alive is Dapper. The 1v5 finds the first. Not necessarily as clean as you're probably going to need. Shock Dart will not finish the job. Superman's going to get there first. Drone to follow. Nebulas have been placed. Flash will come out. So it's going to use that to not just move forward, but also allow Tens a chance. But the Nova Pulse able to get used. Poise finds one. Wants to find more than that. Going to use the turret as a little bit of assistance, but Zoms denies and penalizes a second. So Spike looking to get planted. Shanks is quick to try to rotate over, but there is a door in his way. And oh my goodness, Derek, a little floater comes over the top. Able to find one. Shanks now able to use this door position for a second. Dapper caught underneath, but is that actually okay for him? Able to find at least a chance to get one. Shazam able to find the elimination, but stuck backside arches, and Rise assistance from Poise. Need to find at least one here.
And they didn't even spot Neptune. That's a greatly timed flash for him to peek off of as well. Does catch Zoms, and he's got help right there next to him as they continue to put the pressure here through Market. Neptune doubles up. How does he find that third? Maybe this is the last bullets on the magazine to discover that one.
And now the Trailblazers are coming back as they read this play 100% correctly. The spike has been dropped mid-pass. Got Shanks walking across. Sentinels have to commit to playing through B main. And there's really no ground to work with whatsoever. And Shanks makes sure there is also
well, so that's going to give, Sentinels a silent way to approach Heaven the back way if they so choose. Seekers is going to come through to try to give some defensive room back over at Tree. Boy still anchoring here behind the generator, trying to handle all the utility being lobbed its way, and he does it great. It's a couple of big kills.
You can knife me out if you want. Does not make a difference. Poised for 3. Been able to talk much about Sick on this KO. It really feels like his impact has been marginalized, but the same wave. He comes through, finds first blood to make me look absolutely ridiculous. Still Neptune, maybe thinking about trying to poke through this Nebula. Dapper is holding this position and actually does catch Poise. So the elimination comes through. Sentinels looking prime for an offensive round, even Tens. Finding Neptune just before the door shuts on the play. So Shanks maybe, hopefully, for one, but that will be all he will commit to. Tens wants to take the double updraft peak, but not able to find the kill, so it's just up to Derek to see maybe if he can find an exit. I guess largely feel like he's probably just going to spam and then very likely to back away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're very quickly seeing that playing this KO on 6 still allows Sentinels to play at the same pace you'd expect from a double duelist composition, where you're still able to be very fast, very explosive, very decisive. Using those self-hot flashes, getting that extra bit of intel with the dagger, and then using that to just kind of push in together with Tens and look to take fights and just win them with, that high-class aim we're used to seeing out of them. They're a team that, they talked about in that video, like, people just think that we hold W. It is one of those things where, well, they do. Shin attacking lockdown comes into play. Neptune, though, just trying to play through it. Turret, though, will probably give his position away. Has to kind of divert back over to Tree Room, but able to get there safely. Man gets flushed out, but he's able to kind of play in the middle of all this utility and still stand firm on the site.
Yeah, this is not bad at all. He's actually got a little bit of help as Shanks will rotate up to the top. Neptune shakes off the detainment and finds an opportunity to take down 2. Not done yet. Dapper's still part of this play. He's able to find one in response, but every single bit of this hit from Sentinels has been squandered, and a lot of it is just the fact that Rise survived through the early utility play from Sentinels.
Oh boy.
Oh.
You can see Dapper was hoping for a bit of a long con, but Shanks jumps over, checks it, no problem, and we are indeed going to need a map 3.
Shazam to get quickly on over towards A. Derek backing away, but look at Dapper. He's already cutting off this rotation in the back. It just comes down to the timing. Does he want to peek this or does he want to just hold? It looks like he's just going to hold. Spike is going to come down. And the trigger doesn't put everyone no! Shazam is still punching Spike, but he's able to take down one. And with that, it will go trade for trade. We're in a 3v3.
Yeah, let's see how the rest of this plays out, because that was a little bit, I don't know, like just anticlimactic pass for Rise.
Wow, Sentinels are going to trust that wasn't a full-on defuse. The only player to check that is Tenz. He's blocked by Nebulous. Now Zombs has to go back forward. Tenz to find the trade. Showstopper comes through with the 9. And Neptune, he's holding for the defusal. And Rise will sneak it right under the noses of Sentinels. Shock Dart going to clear out the front side of Hookah. Shanks just underneath, hiding inside of the Nebulous. A lot of utility getting pushed through, and they actually spam down the wall. Find Shanks, no problem. Poised and Derek, the only players that are responsible for holding on, and Derek unfortunately cannot find Sit. Poised only good for 1, and again, Sentinels will collect and be able to find a way to plant here on B.
Spike plant.
Indeed. Tougher retake, even more this time for Rise, as they only had 2 members for this one, but Superman able to find the opening frag pretty quickly there. Shazam, though, quick to respond. Neptune gets right back into it, and with Dapper being low on HP, maybe there's a chance.
Just comes down to the timing of the beacon, unfortunately.
If you're constantly able to get Hookah presence here with your Raze, it kind of denies intel and gives you a bunch of different options, but they're not ready for Neptune being boosted. He's able to get 1, then goes down.
Oh, Derek Hunter's Fury locks down Shazam, almost connects with Tenz as well. This gains a lot of space for Poise to continue to keep this Cyber Cage as the only bit of concealment he needs, but the Viper's Pit will provide a bit of a deterrence here. Poise is going to decide to push through this. He does have a couple of trap wires that maybe keep him safe in case there is some sort of an existential play outside of the Viper's Pit. Defense is rotating quickly. Seeker's trying to help clear. Six still holding on to Hookah. That will be now Norn, but the Poise going to go right on inside. Cannot find Dapper. Big missed opportunity, so Sentinels still hold with 3v3 situation. Spike has not been planted yet, but it might not need to be. Ten's able to find one more. It's all on to the last 2 Rise defensive players. Shanks in the corner. He's got an operator and a pistol to use. He does find 1. That will clear the Viper's Pit. Derek 1v2, not going to be able to find the first.
And are able to come into this round with the huge edge.
Oh, Derek. That is going to be a huge bit of damage coming through. Sick wants to contest, and oh, actually, Neptune wants to give him a go up here. And the double peek is actually very successful. That was a solo play from Sick, by the way. So a weapon has been collected. Opportunity here. Maybe pull off a thrifty if they can get away. Dapper was quick to follow up and does find elimination, but Superman, meanwhile, mid-map, keeps the numbers in favor of the side of Rise. Trying to hold the ground is Poised. He will fall, and all of a sudden, the advantage of the AR picked up has been denied. Derek, who is tagged down heavily, will also fall. And it's on to Super and Shanks to try to contest, and they want to go quickly. Flash will come through. Dapper playing through long, though. Still, Sentinels a little bit apprehensive to go for a quick plant, so they still can fight back.
Yeah. The problem is there's no Shanks or Rigo, so Superman's stuck on this 1 HP, which makes him such a low factor in being able to have impact on this retake now. Stick looking to go all the way up with these rockets, and at least it's the 1 health player, I guess, for Rise's sake, but still a tough one.
Yeah, ultimate versus health comparison. Not exactly full value, but the elimination in the space, more importantly, was big. But Neptune can respond of one of his own, able to take down Dapper. Shazam playing from a clutch spot deep through middle. Ten's here to guard him with an Empress. Space been gained. Neptune gonna stick on in. Hunter's Fury coming out. Ten wants to peek through it, and he finds himself 2. One more available. Able to still dismiss on the backside of the Hunter's Fury, and the finesse from Ten.
Bobbing and weaving around, and able to still steal the round away from him.
Early aggression here from Rise, and oh boy, it's all gone wrong. One flash will come through. That's just to get the Shanks away from the play initially. Tries to retake, but it's only good for 1 elimination. Looking good for 10 unless Poise can double up. Not going to be the case, and it's just down to Derek with a Marshall for a 1v3.
Yeah, some might say that Bond's looking like a breeze for Sentinels.
Hey,
you can take that one a bunch of different ways. Now, I actually just came up with that. No lie.
I'm really proud of you.
That's my job here for years, so I hope that I could every now and then come with a nugget. You can also get yourself into a lot of trouble, don't get me wrong, so be careful on what shots you take, but, you know, take a shot every now and then.
Speaking of, Sentinels aggressively through Hookah, and oh my lord.
It's just the
Goodbye.
spam that we've seen a couple of different rounds here through the edge of Hookah hasn't even give Rise a chance to fight back. Seekers from behind, sure, but Shanks is so far away from this play. Derek is trying to delay with the Hunter's Fury. He does find one to his credit. But actually,
Spike
Shanks
down.
doesn't
Oh,
go.
okay.
Wow, okay. I thought by the Seekers coming from behind, they would have known that the play was going to be here sooner rather than later, but not the case. The spike doesn't get planted. Trailblazer will see Shazam, and Rise could salvage a second round here, pending.
Last player standing.
Zoms doesn't do
Oh.
something unbelievable. And well, this is going to be a very difficult 1v2 as he will have to regress back into the site.
Yeah, if his teammate could have stayed alive a little bit longer, maybe he finds a way to get this 1v1 against Derek and get in. But now he's stuck in a very difficult 1v2. He does have time. That's about all he's got going for him right now. Trying to find a way in here. Gets 1v1, but Derek able to win the duel.
All drone, Sick will be here to read this. And also still has the paint shells. Oh
Spike down
my.
A.
Just the way that he takes that shell. Unreal. 10's up top. No problem. It's a headshot at
One
range.
enemy
What
remaining.
in the heavens is that? Rise will have to escape into the teleporter, but that is an escape that doesn't really provide them any safety
I mean,
whatsoever.
Superman's about to get memed on. Let's be real about it. The man's about to get
30
absolutely wrecked.
seconds left.
Yeah, go ahead and play like Astral Chess, but you're about to get wrecked here. They're
Recovering it.
trying to make sure he's still in the portal right now. They don't
Yeah,
know for
yeah.
sure. I think maybe he might have got out of it. Now they
Oh,
that's a nice little shot, you know. Not the best you could have hoped for, really. But poise through long. Shock Dart able to clear out Octagon to give him that little bit of space. Also has a player trying to get into Hookah at the same time. Great shot from Poise indeed. But the chase from Sick and Zoms is starting to give them right back the edge.
Spike was never a part
Oh,
of
that's
the
a
play,
big
though,
catch.
and Supa makes his way forward. And beyond that, I don't think anyone's read that Shanks is as far past as he's gotten. So the spike will be retrieved. That's Derek who has it in hand. Sentinels are committing to rotate over, but this is
30
a
seconds
3v4 where they don't even really
Right.
hold the weapon advantage. So this retake is going to have to be sooner rather than later.
Oh.
Not like this. Not like
Last player
this.
standing.
I love that from Zoms, knowing that Sick is in an exposed position. Down below, he had just jumped. He was probably going to get killed, and Zoms is right there running in to make sure he doesn't get a trade off of it.
10 seconds left.
Again, that is a decisiveness that makes Sentinel so great. Back deep into U-Haul, so we are seeing Rise getting a little bit of space here. Neptune trying to use that with the blast pack to get up there and get a pick, but Sentinel's able to keep dropping back little by little, but they still wind up folding. Big entries from Rise here. They need this to survive, obviously, and at least they're going to get a plant.
That's not bad at all. A lot of that was actually through the chip damage from the decay as well. So beautiful response here from Rise. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. They've got a long way to go. Regrowth will actually get this team back to essentially full HP, though, so that's good news. And Superman will wide peek onto 10s, no problem. Boys looking for the same onto Zoms. No, surely not.
Surely not.
Weapon's
Last
been picked up by
player
Shazam, though. He's got an angle at this. Able to find one. No, don't give him the second. Just don't give him the second. Okay.
Oh, they almost did. They almost gave him a chance there. The travel looks a little bit shorter.
Shanks? No. He thought he was cheeky.
Can't have that.
Yeah, avoiding the boombot, but not the case. And Poise also falls. Not looking good here. 5v3 situation. No room for Rise to work with anywhere on the map. Unless maybe Derek can isolate Shazam here, but I think Shazam did catch the shoulder and is not interested in being gate capped, so he will back away. And it really all falls on what happens in this playthrough be long.
Yeah, I mean, they have to just send it at this point, but they're already down 2 players. It's a great setup here for Shazam and Tense, holding the Octagon position. Not really a way forward for them. Great little trade there thanks to Shazam. And
Spike
Zoms.
down B.
One left.
Neptune 1v3, trying to force it, not going to happen.